And we're live. Wait for people to join. See if your guy shows up.
Oh, I can't even watch Gordie then if you're...
You could. I can give it to you and you can flip it around if you want. Up to you.
Let's see if it comes on.
Mm-hmm.
Put it on really loud so I can hear him.
Yeah.
Is it on?
Yep, it's on. We're live. We're waiting for people. We have 2 viewers.
Woohoo! 2 viewers! Better be Cheryl and Sparky.
We will see.
To save my life today.
Yeah.
So, Kylie?
So?
It's really beautiful in Quesnel. Joshua
is
driving around and Robin's getting the job done, and it's cold and cloudy here.
He was FaceTiming me this morning, and
Joshua
it was blue sky, and I was like, I don't even want to look at you right now.
Yeah, and Robin said, oh my god, the sunrise is so beautiful, and he sent me pictures last night of the sunset. It's like, I'm beautiful. In Jade City, it's cold and dark.
Windy.
And then we went to Jessica's last night, and it was like 4 feet of snow in her yard. Yeah. And 8 foot...
snowbanks.
8 foot snowbanks on the side. It was like, this is crazy. I want to go back to my fruit trees and Robin.
George says, hi, good afternoon. And Carol says, and your sister.
And my sister's watching. And George, is it George from Biscuit?
George from, I think so.
Hi, George.
And Janice says, hi, miss you.
Hi, Janice. Are you still in Quesnel with the boys? I think Janice is taking care of all the boys this morning.
Yeah.
She's there in Quesnel while I'm here in Quesnel while I'm here in Jade City trying to get some stuff done.
Yeah.
So hopefully we can get Gordie Johnson on live with us today. That would be the dream.
Yeah.
That will be nice. And we can talk about the video because Gordie wrote the song for the video with Shawn Hall. So we had technical difficulties with Shawn yesterday and we couldn't get through to Shawn. But hopefully, Gordie, the internet's a lot better in Texas than it was in Nanaimo yesterday.
No doubt.
Yeah. So we got new t-shirts in yesterday, Kylie. Look at mine.
Yeah, beautiful. Love the color.
Jade City, nice green color.
Yeah.
Color of jade. One of our old patterns. We're ready for spaghetti night tonight, hey? Yeah. That's our night tonight, spaghetti night.
George said, can't wait for season 7 tonight.
And tonight we're doing our little premiere party. It's just us girls here in Jade City doing the premiere party with Alex. Spaghetti. And Alex. One of the girls. Yeah. It's just a girls' party. Alex is one of the girls.
Yeah.
It'll be a lot of fun. We're really, really excited. It should be really good. I'm excited for everybody to see what this season's going to look like. And with the 1 hour episode, I think everyone's going to love the 1 hour episode.
Yeah.
I'm really excited about it. That's exciting.
Oh, yeah. He isn't here yet. My sister's here too. Dang.
So your sister's here?
Avery, she says hi.
Is she in Terrace or is she...
in Prince Rupert. Yeah, my little sister.
Your baby sister.
My baby.
Your dad will probably jump on too. Yeah. Your dad likes to come on, say hi to you.
We'll see. Okay, let's see. Who is watching? No. Someone wants to be in our video. Big Sugar wants to be in our video.
Big Sugar.
Approved. Do you want me to flip it around so you could watch?
Sure. How do we do? Do you want to sit beside me here?
Yeah, one second.
I can flip it back when he's done.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Let me flip it around. Give it to you.
Hi.
Hey! How are you today?
Can y'all hear me?
We can
Anybody
hear you.
Hearing me? Oh, you can hear me. Far out. Okay.
You're live with the rest of the world. How are you doing?
It's pretty exciting. Pretty exciting that this show's happening and there's a good song in the show.
There's not a good song in the show. There's a great song in the show. And I'm not just saying that because it's about me too.
That was pretty crazy and pretty fun to do that.
So let's give everybody a little idea of sort of what happened. So do you want me to start about my beginning thing and then you want to join in how it happened with you? Because I don't quite even know how you joined our group.
Well, I guess we can blame Shawn Hall, the harpoonist from the Harpoonist and the Axe Murderer. And I know you were a fan of theirs and had been talking with them. I got a call from Shawn Hall, who I've been working with a little bit. I'm always been a big fan of his, and I've done some work with Harpoonist and the Axe Murderer. Shawn hit me with this crazy idea. He said, did you know there's a TV show about a jade mine? Like, no, I did not know there was such a thing as a TV show about a jade mine, but okay, you have my attention. He said, well, we should write a song about it. Should we? Okay. And, you know, I said yes. And it's a very short amount of time between saying yes and then Shawn Hall, who's like a whirlwind of activity, sent me a page of words that relate to jade and jade mining. Anything to do with Buddha statues, snakes, money, all. He just sent me just spitballing, you know, just sent a list of ideas. It took me about 10 minutes to look at those ideas, write a page of lyrics, send it back to him. The next day he sent me just piano and singing and said, something like this. And I said, yes. And I made a track for it and mixed it. It was like a song bomb that went off. Just the ideas about the show and just all the visual cues that he gave me and a little bit of rough footage. I guess I got some rough footage from y'all too, with just showing me the mining operation and little bits from previous seasons. And I thought, okay, well, I know what to make that sound like. So that's what we did. It happened so quick.
That's why you're the master.
Well, that's what I do. That's what I'm supposed to do. That's how it's actually supposed to work. It's not supposed to be a long, drawn out, tortured process. So having it happen so quickly, everything just felt really right. And even shooting the video was just, we spent about a half an hour out on the porch here, just banging on instruments and setting up microphones. And even that was fun and funny to do. Even though we can't be in the same room, and we still made it happen.
Yeah, absolutely. It was, I think me and Shawn felt the same way too. It was like a phone call. It was like, are you interested? It was like, yes, I am. I'm going to get Gordie Johnson to work on it. Okay. It was crazy. It happened so fast. And then he said, I said, we should do a video. I have my crew, my boys, and nobody's really doing anything right now. Why don't we do a video on this? And they said, he said, yeah, let's do a video. And I said, you know what I could do? I could do like just a photo bomb. And he goes, forget it. He said, you're coming into the video. And I went, actually, that would be really fun. Let's try this. Because, I mean, the last person thought they would ever do a music video when I don't even sing happy birthday, dude. Like, I don't even say happy birthday. We had so much fun.
I like how we're both wearing green. We didn't even call each other up.
No, we didn't. But this is my brand new Jade City t-shirt I'm promoting.
What? I might need.
So maybe because I have a little present for you going in the mail.
Yeah.
Because I did something special for you. So I did, of course. What do you do for a guitar? Are you called a guitarist?
You could say that. I have a guitar.
I mean, you're everything, but you're a guitarist too. But is there a professional name for you?
Down here, they call it a guitar picker.
A guitar picker? Well, that's exactly what I did for you out of jade. I did you 2 picks. I did you one with a little hole to wear around your neck, and I gave you one in your pocket that you could use as a worry stone. You could rub your little pick.
Cool.
And I don't know how that just came out sort of dirty, but in my head that sort of came out dirty. But I said it anyway.
Well, I appreciate it, Claudia. I look forward to the postman dropping those off.
So what are you, is there anything that you can plan? Is there any, what can you do in this? You can't even come to Canada. We can't do a concert together. We can't do anything yet.
Well, not yet. I know we're moving kind of slow. in Canada, and we have dates planned for later in the year, but really it's a kind of a wait and see. We're going to just have to wait and see what happens and in what order. We'll be ready when the time comes. Down in Texas, I spend some time down there as well, and I'll be able to do a couple of shows as things are opening up there a little quicker. But hopefully everyone gets vaccinated and we start building up some immunity to the thing, and hopefully we see a return to something that looks normal again.
Yeah.
But until such time, I'll be here in the studio doing what I do.
So you are Canadian, right?
Uh-huh.
Yeah. And you live in the US now, in Texas?
Well, we still have our farm in Alberta, so we spend our time back and forth. It's harder to cross over back and forth right now, but no, we've spent a lot of time at the farm. It's easy to isolate out in the wilderness there. So
yeah. Wow, I didn't realize it was Alberta that you lived in, and that you're an Albertan, because my whole crew around me, other than my family, is literally Albertans.
Oh, all right.
We love our Albertans. Such good farmer boys, such good raised, strong men.
Well, I was adopted in, so I was a sworn in, not born in, but they still accepted me. But I did my time at the farm. I've done all the chores. I've suffered the slings and arrows of living on a farm and trying to make your living that way. It's a hard life. It definitely gives me a lot of deep respect for the folks that have done it for generations. I really have a very deep respect and admiration. And I think it makes you less of a crybaby rock star, honestly, because if they don't have the right cheese tray in the dressing room, it's like, what wine is this? I said Italian, not French. I mean, you start to feel like,
that's right.
Yeah, it takes the edge off of all that a little bit when you realize there are guys, it's one good hailstorm and you're done.
So what do you want in your what is it called? Your dressing room? What do you ask for? Do you ask for anything?
Well, a nice bottle of red wine goes a long way to keeping the peace. But really, it's just convenient things, because you're probably not going to get out and sit in a restaurant and eat a nice meal. I mean, you're there to work. So just being able to make sure that my crew has something, sustain them, some sandwiches, some hummus and pita bread, just something to keep people fed, and, some clean towels. All we're asking for is clean towels, because I'm going to sweat through my shirt doing what I do. It's nice to be able to be clean at the end of it. I don't want bar rags. You know what I mean? I wouldn't accept that when I was completely unknown. So, when we come to a place, most of the promoters we work with are highly reputable, and they're used to putting on good shows, and they treat the entertainers really nice. And, all across North America and Europe and everywhere we've been, there are so many good people and so many promoters that are passionate about live music. That's a rough road too. You're talking about farmers having a rough road. Being a concert promoter, imagine if you were a concert promoter going into, the new concert season of 2020. I'll be curious to see who's left at the end of all this.
Do you think that they'll start opening up in the US a lot sooner than Canada? Because I find that we're pretty strict here compared to a lot of places. I mean, we're a lot leaner on I don't know. It seems like we're pretty strict compared to the rest of the world.
Well, stuff's already opening up here. Mind you, hundreds of millions of people have been vaccinated already. Yeah. So I guess time will tell if that worked. We'll have to see what the trends are, what the numbers are, because there are people, we're not seeing quite so many masks out in public as we were. Some folks still do. I still do. Just, I'm vaccinated, but I'm not worried about me getting sick, but I couldn't live with getting someone else sick. To me, that's the bigger worry, is that, man, what if just a senior citizen or somebody who's got a compromised immune system. Like, what if I'm
Yeah.
the way that they get sick and I'm the cause of their demise?
Yeah.
I couldn't live with myself. I just as soon suffer through the discomfort of wearing a mask. I know everybody doesn't want to wear one, and look, I mean, you got to live with your own decisions. But me, I'll wear a mask until it's time to not.
Yeah, that's how I feel too. It really just is a little bit of an inconvenience. You know what? I walked into a gas station the other day, and in Canada, you can't even literally walk around outside hardly. And I'm so used to living in Jade City or in Quesnel, which is really rural, and I stay on my property and do my own thing and take care of the trees and the gardens and everything. So I'm not used to any of this. And in Jade City, we didn't open last year. And I was out mining most of the season, and my crew that came into film, they all had to be tested. We were like really one of the forefront, for sure, films that was being filmed. And we never got used to it. So me and Robin, I would just jump out of the truck and run in, and ran into a gas station the other day, and there's like 6 people in there with a mask. I didn't have a mask. I literally
You were that person.
turned around and ran out. It was, oh my God. No, man. It was awful. So then I put my mask on, sort of slithered back into the gas station.
Well, hey, it's fantastic that we got a new season coming in spite of all that's gone on. You know, it's kind of a miracle that you're able to get a new season filmed and edited and everything else, and it's coming out, and it's tonight.
And it's tonight, and it's amazing. Like, it really, it's a new way of doing the show, and it's a 1 hour, and we did it through COVID. It truly was a miracle because we had everything against us. And then a little tiny bit of a spoiler, not the best weather in the whole world last summer. So it was tough. Like, even if we would have had sunshine, could have pretended that we were someplace, had a beach, like anything would have been better than what we got. It was awful.
Oh.
But it made good TV.
Made for good TV.
Really good TV.
This all makes for good songwriting, good TV, you know.
So what did you think of the video when you saw it all put together and it was all done and I sent you that track? What did you think?
Well, you know, I've spent most of the pandemic lockdown learning how to edit video, and I've really immersed myself in video editing. And I tell you what, I had such a profound appreciation for just how they their final color treatment on the footage. You know what I mean? It's just like I was geeking out on the video, the color grading and the editing. Was, ooh, that's a cool, wow, that slow-mo shot, wow, that's a good edit. I mean, I watch TV completely differently than I did 2 years ago because I'm so deep into the whole video software thing. So I could really appreciate it on that level. It's like, whoa, check out that rock when he holds up the flashlight, and the, wow, yummy. There's a green tint on the sunset. Whoa.
I think we should tell everybody about the choir that's singing in the background.
So that's just me. That's just me. I mean, I've had to be so self-sufficient here since last year, especially. I mean, I'm surrounded by guitars, drums, keyboards, equipment of all shapes and varieties, and I've just, if I can't play it, I'm just gonna woodshed it till I can play it. And just over the past year, I've played drums on a couple people's records. I was never a drummer before, really. I mean, I could go to town and play gigs every week and a session drummer on people's records. I got a Hammond organ in here, and I started sending people parts of playing Hammond on people's records, and whatever it takes.
Don't you find that the biggest thing is that you have to pivot every day?
What? Say again?
You have to pivot every day. So that's the one thing that I'm learning through all this is to keep pivoting, just keep getting ready for the next thing, finding something to get through the next day. It's tough.
How are you juggling running a mine and being on a TV show? That's what I want. That's what I want to know.
Well, you say that you look at video differently. Well, I tell you, in the last 9 years, I look at TV totally differently now that I've had such a big part of it. And my personality is, I'm not just going to stand there and you're going to film me. I want to know how everything works. I want to know how everything works. So it's two things, sort of give me a huge appreciation for television, and then sort of totally destroy television for me, because I love TV. The great thing is our show, they literally, it's a documentary. They follow us, and then they pick the moments that they want to use, which are usually some of the worst moments of 6 months that they are living with us, of course, because how do you put 6 months into, 14 hours, or, whatever it ends up being. This season, it's a 10 hour 1 hour episodes. So usually it's around I don't know, 10, anyway, around 10 hours, 7 to 10. So how do you put lives of all of us into that small period of time? So people go, especially my youngest son, he's taken a lot of criticism, but they really can use our worst moments. Thank God they haven't used a lot of my worst moments, because I've had some pretty horrific moments in 7 years of filming. A few, yeah. I know it's hard to believe. I know.
You seem pretty
But
even-tempered.
but I like to know. I know. I like to know and understand.
I haven't watched very many previews,
Yeah.
but I've already figured out to stay on this side.
I'm an Eastern European strong warrior woman with a lot of strong blood in me.
There you go. That's what I'm saying.
So that's all I can.
Go, Claudia.
It's my ancestors. I'm blaming it on the ancestors. But yeah, but I'm hot-blooded, but it's also what gets me to where I'm at, and gets my family, and takes care of my community and my family and my friends, and it gives me the ability to do all of that and be strong enough to get through that, because you need a lot of strength to get through what's happening right now. And a lot of willpower and a lot of force to find good in every day. And it sounds like it's easy, but for a lot of people, it's really difficult right now to find something to be happy about, something good, something that is going to be positive right now. It's pretty difficult to do that.
There's a fear of the unknown that I think even the strongest among us, I found myself having those moments of, whether it's rational or not, you be in the middle of breakfast and suddenly get that kind of ache in the pit of your stomach, like, I just don't know what's going to happen. When is this going to end? And of course, when you start asking yourself questions to which there are no answers, then you're worrying about nothing, even though it's a really big something. But the futility of you can. I just try to not invest in that, because my God, there's no better way to put it. It's an emotion that you're gonna have. It's just normal. It's natural. You'd be kind of a freak if you didn't worry about it, but you just can't invest heavily in it. I try to just let it run its course and pass, and take care of the things that I can take care of. My family, my music, my property, my pets. We've been putting a lot of energy into the welfare of others too. Any way I can devote my skills as a producer, a video editor. I've done a couple of live stream auction videos for a local animal shelter, and make videos about the dogs and write little jingles to try and get animals adopted and get people to donate to our animal shelter, because every facet of society is suffering in the past year. Dog shelters, just the same way. I mean, they just have, people are less able to donate, and it's really hard to take care of. We'd have upwards of 130 animals at any given time at our local animal shelter. So we try to get out there and walk them and keep them socialized. And try and make them famous online so they get adopted. And we've had some successes with that. And it's just a way I can put my energy and skill into something that helps our community and helps other people. We've worked with the mental health organization, health insurance for musicians in the state of Texas, all kinds of different things. And, you know, when you knuckle down and get working hard on something like that, it's easy to forget your own trials and tribulations, you know, where you donate some time to people less fortunate, or animals that are less fortunate, or whatever your cause is, you know. So that's been a real leg up in terms of mental health over the pandemic.
I think it's important, exactly what you said, and I think they give back just as much, that we need, that we can do something and that we're doing something positive. I think I was talking to somebody this morning about just breathing, like literally when people say, just breathe, well, what do you mean? I breathe. But literally breathe so that you don't hit rock bottom to a point like when you don't breathe properly, you pass out. And that's sort of my thing right now is breathe, but don't just breathe, like find what's important to you, do something important, do something that's going to make a difference. Because it's going to be easy for people to go to really low levels. This isn't going to be easy. It's not going to be easy for couples because everybody's, as much as we're all sharing in this pandemic, this is something that nobody in the world's dealt with. So we're all dealing with this in our own heads, trying to figure this all out. And if sharing it with animals and animals give you great joy and you can't have animals or you can help at shelters, absolutely. We're really pro that here in Jade City. We have more animals probably than humans.
We have more animals than humans around this compound now, because the problem is you fall in love with them when you're volunteering and then they follow you home. We've got a couple of sad cases here that, you know, of course I was supposed to be the voice of reason, the dad saying, nope, we've got enough dogs. We've got 2 dogs. We've got 2 cats. We're not taking another dog. Who's that? Oh, Gracie. And all of a sudden I got this little pathetic looking little corgi on my lap. And I'm just like, what's happened to her eye? She got in a fight with a dog in the jail cell. It's like, she can't go to prison. She can't make it on the inside. Can we please keep her? You know, and then my wife's like, well, you're supposed to be the guy who says no. Like, yeah, but out of my cold, dead hands, you can't take my dog. I don't know.
My baby now.
Yeah, 3 dogs, 3 cats. Where does it end? I don't know.
Yeah, Kylie and Joshua have 5 dogs.
At least we have room outside.
Dogs.
I mean, obviously, if we were in an apartment or in town, a little harder to do, but our pets all, they free roam and free range cats and dogs. So we have enough acres to sustain that. So we just let that happen.
Are you gonna go on tour with? Are you thinking about touring with Shawn, or this is for you, or what would you like to do? What's your future looking like?
You know, one of the things we're gonna do, I know there'll be more Big Sugar shows in the future, but this thing that started with Shawn Hall, we sure have a good time making music in the studio. I would like to see an album come out of this. You know, Jade Fever is just the first step toward working together, and that was so much fun, and it happened so instantly. He started sending me song ideas. As soon as I can get a couple of other projects off my desk, dog shelter video. As soon as I get that off my desk, then we need to start working on some more original music. I just feel like sky's the limit for what we could do in terms of just making really interesting music together. And then I guess we'll see what happens.
If you ever need a jade miner, you know where to find that, because I'm here for you 100%. Whatever you guys need, I'm here for you. And I'm absolutely, the first concert that you guys do, I'm going to be there and I'm going to jump on your stage. I'm just going to. I'm going to be that person.
I have a feeling that no amount of security is going to prevent that from happening. So the lady with the hard hat, no, she's cool. She's cool.
It is such a great song. And I know that we sort of all have real cool ideas about what we're going to do with it. This song's not going to die. It's going to keep coming up because I'm not going to let it die. It's just too good of a song. And it represents, like it was funny because when I originally talked to Shawn about this, I said, he said, oh, I know, lots of miners and like coal miners. And I went, no. I've heard lots of coal mine songs, love them. They all deserve a place, but I've never heard a Jade song and a Jade mining song. And so I don't want it to be generic. That was the one thing, is I didn't want it to be a generic mining song because I wanted it to be about Jade. I want it. It's a, we're a special group, and I mean that in the sweetest way. We are a special group of people in the world that Jade mine. And I think we needed to have a song that was really special. And I love this song. I love the way it's made and the beats and the stuff that's in it. That was what was so important to me. And you guys really listened to that part of it. And it just instinctually, I think it just came out just perfect.
Well, there you go. We gave you a fight song.
Gave me a fight song. And that's what we need right now. We need fight songs. So I got to tell you, every morning I wake up and I put that song on. I put it as loud as my ears can handle it to make me move forward with pride and with strength that we can get through this. And, the ability for me to support people when they don't have the strength to move forward. So it is my fight song.
There you go.
You did it.
You're welcome.
And that's what they're supposed to do. They're supposed to touch us, right?
Yeah, it's amazing. It's kind of like a little magic trick that we do here. If you think about it, when you break it down to its most elemental, rock and roll is very sexy and everything, but all you're doing at the end of the day is channeling the flow of electrons, creating breaking an electromagnetic field, and making pieces of paper in a wooden box pulse in and out, and it makes people have involuntary reactions. It's like a magic trick. You can tickle somebody without being anywhere near them. It can go across the planet. You can put it out there. Music is a funny thing, how people can respond to it. So that's our little magic trick when we sit here. Of all the considerations you can have about, well, what fancy microphone or maybe this fancy guitar over here. At the end of the day, you're just trying to perform that same trick of making people respond with sadness, joy, dancing, whatever it is, make them feel something.
Yeah.
By channeling the flow of electrons. It's kind of crazy.
Yeah. It's amazing. I don't think until I never appreciated it, honestly, the way that I love my music and I love to hear things. I never really delved into following anybody or to really getting into the music, but every piece of music made me feel something. And I never really understood that until we did this together. And it was, and not that I did it with you guys at all, but just the vision to try something new. I think it was great for all of us. It was something that we really, truly needed in that time, like especially for me and Shawn. And honestly, we changed the way that things are being looked at. And I was said no to for 7 years. They didn't think I could do it. That's why they said yes, frankly. I think yes, because all of a sudden it started happening, and Gordie Johnson was involved, and it was like, oh my God, maybe Claudia is going to get this done. Oh my God. We better backtrack now because we told her yes, and she's actually going to do it. So I told them, I said, the first thing you do is you never tell me that I can do something if you think that I can't do it. Like, that's the stupidest thing to do to me.
I'll be sure to make note of that.
Yeah, don't tell me I can't do it. But I really, really, truly appreciate everything. I mean, it never, in any other world or time in the world, this wouldn't have been happening. You would be on tour. You would be busy doing other things. You know, you wouldn't be doing any of the things that you're doing right now.
I'll make time
We need to
for you.
appreciate that.
You know how to reach me. I'll make time for you. I think we could make some
You're the
pretty
best.
wicked Show Me the Green remixes. I do a lot of reggae dub mixes, and I have a whole reggae record label in the works right now. I'd love to hear some remixed versions of our fight song. I think that could be pretty cool.
I think that would be really, really, really cool.
Just putting it out there.
I think I don't think you're gonna be in my life anytime soon. I think we're going to be friends, and we're going to definitely meet each other and be able to hug each other. That's going to be important at one time. I really appreciate that you did this. I really appreciate that you made a dream of mine come true, because my dream was to have a special song. And this is super special. I just want to thank you so much.
It's great seeing you. It's great talking to you.
You really are truly a great Canadian, a great human being, and a great person to be involved with. Thank you so much.
My pleasure. Cheers, Claudia.
Bye-bye. See you soon.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Well, that was Gordie Johnson. I hope you all enjoyed this. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did. He really is a true Canadian legend, and we had I just got goosebumps. I'm so happy, people, because we all should have our dreams come true, and this really was a dream of mine for a really long time. It was one of the first conversations I had with Omni was, I want there to be a really special song for this show, Jade Fever. And we just never did it for the 7 years. And now 7 years in, we have this amazing song. I hope you all enjoy it. I hope you all enjoy season 7. We're going to sit around, have a big bowl of spaghetti, me and the girls and Alex. And I will talk to you again on Wednesday. I can't wait to hear what you guys all thought about Jade Fever season 7, episode 1. Thanks, everyone.